You know those things you do when you're completely alone? No one's watching. No one's listening. And suddenly, you're a different person. You talk to yourself. You replay conversations that never even happened. You dance like you're on stage, then stop and think, what am I doing? It feels weird, maybe even a little embarrassing. But here's the truth. Almost everyone does these things. And more importantly, none of it is random. Your brain has a reason for all of it. Today, we're going to talk about 6 things you do when no one's watching and what they actually mean about you. Behavior number 1, rehearsing conversations. You're lying in bed, trying to sleep, and suddenly your brain goes, hey, remember that conversation you might have tomorrow? Let's practice it. So you do. You imagine what they'll say. You plan your response. You replay it again and again and again. It feels like overthinking, but it's actually your brain trying to help you. Your mind is preparing you. It wants you to feel ready, in control. A long time ago, getting a conversation wrong could really affect your life, your place in a group, your safety, your relationships. So your brain learned, prepare for everything. The only problem? It doesn't know when to stop. So if you've ever stayed up replaying fake conversations, you're not broken. Your brain is just trying to protect you. Behavior number 2, talking to yourself. You say something out loud like, wow, that was smart. Or, why did I do that? And then you realize you're talking to no one. It might feel strange, but it's actually really useful. When you say your thoughts out loud, your brain understands them better. It slows things down. It helps you think more clearly. And here's something interesting. If you talk to yourself like you're talking to someone else, like using your own name, you actually calm yourself down. It creates distance from your emotions. So talking to yourself doesn't mean something's wrong. It means you're working through things. Behavior number 3, making faces in the mirror. You look in a mirror just for a second, and then suddenly you're making faces, trying expressions, acting like a completely different person. Why? Because when you look in the mirror, you become very aware of yourself. But when you're alone, there's no pressure, no one to judge you. So your brain relaxes and starts exploring. You're trying out different versions of yourself, different emotions, different identities. It's something kids do all the time. Adults just hide it better. But it's not weird. It's part of understanding who you are. Behavior number 4, overthinking in silence. Everything is quiet, and out of nowhere your brain goes. Let's think about that embarrassing thing from years ago. Or, why did they text like that? Did I say something wrong? What if? This happens because your brain doesn't like being idle. When there's nothing to focus on, it turns inward. It starts replaying the past, imagining the future, trying to figure everything out. The problem is, in today's world, we're always distracted. So when we finally get silence, all those thoughts come rushing in at once. You're not overthinking because you're weak. Your brain just has a lot it hasn't processed yet. Behavior number 5, dancing and singing alone. A song comes on, and suddenly, you're performing. You're on stage. You're singing like it matters. You're fully in it. And honestly, that feeling is real. Music makes your brain release chemicals that make you feel good. Moving your body makes it even stronger. And when you imagine people watching you, your brain feels rewarded, like something amazing is happening. That's why it feels so good. It's not embarrassing. It's one of the healthiest ways your brain deals with stress. Behavior number 6, getting emotional over fictional characters. You're watching a show, and suddenly you're saying things like, why would you do that? That's so wrong. You feel real emotions about people who don't even exist. But those feelings, they are real. Stories give you a safe space to feel things deeply, to judge right and wrong, to understand people, to build your values. So when you react like that, you're not being dramatic. You're learning. You're connecting. You're becoming more human. All of these things have one thing in common. They only happen when you're alone. Because when you're around others, you filter yourself, you adjust, you perform. But when you're by yourself, that filter disappears. And what's left is the real you. The part that thinks deeply, feels deeply, explores, processes, imagines. That version of you isn't weird. It's honest. So the next time you catch yourself doing any of these things, don't judge it. Pay attention to it, because it's showing you who you really are. And that's something most people don't take the time to understand.